Hey team, Jesse Reynolds here with your WOD coaching video for the day. Today's Friday, the 27th of September. And before we go any further, if you do not have a journal and something to write with, pause the video and go get that. There's absolutely no point in you listening to this video without having a journal to take some notes and take some very specific action steps here. So here's the topic for today. What is your message? This is something I've been thinking about. I was doing some coaching with just in some training and talking about some different people with their Advocare businesses and where they're at. And here's the thing: if you're on our team, I see the numbers, and the numbers. Some people kind of get lost in the numbers and don't really like talking about all that. Well, I love the numbers because the numbers tell. They tell a pretty complete story of where each of us are in our business and what's going on, and the numbers don't lie. And so here's first thing. Here's talk about this all the time. But what is your purpose for doing Advocare? And when I ask that, I mean, of course, the 4 specific questions that I'm always asking every single time I talk to somebody about Advocare. So you need to have these answers written down. How much money a month do you want to be earning specifically? How soon do you want to be earning that income? What is it that you're going to do with that income, and why is that important to you? See, I'll share my story again. When we first got started with Advocare, my vision, my purpose was to earn $1,000 a month immediately in the first 30 days so that I could pay off credit card bills because I was sick and tired of drowning in debt. That's what my purpose was when I started. And since that was my purpose, that is what allowed me to shape my message. So just as we continue to grow larger and larger, not just our team, but really all of Team Advocare, it's very easy for newer people to come into the business who maybe have not had exposure to some of the higher level and stronger leaders in the company, and they are maybe bringing a weak message to the table. And I'm going to apologize in advance if this is you and this ruffles your feathers a little bit. Please understand my intent is not to offend, but to speak some truth and hopefully connect with you a little bit and cause some of us to perhaps take some different actions. So, Beth and I, we've been here for 6 years, and we've been very fortunate to be a part of the national leadership team for a while. And for a long time in the national leadership team, one of the things that they would do is they would give us a report every 6 months, and it would have our numbers on it, frontline recruiting, advisors, override growth, PGV, all that type of stuff. And then it would show us the average national leadership team member. And then it would also show us the average diamond. And you better believe that there were definitely some areas where I would look at mine and Beth's reports, and I would look at the average diamonds reports, and I would realize we had a whole lot of growing that we needed to do. Because again, diamonds should be the goal. Diamonds are the leaders in Advocare. They are the ones who have the paycheck. They're the ones who have the organizations where they've helped reach, literally at that point, thousands of people with the products and the opportunity of Advocare. And there's one category, there's a few, but there's one in particular I'm going to focus on right now that would really catch my attention about diamonds. In a 6-month time period, which is 12 pay periods, the average diamond, if I remember correctly, would only recruit about 12 to 15 frontline distributors, about 1 a pay period, maybe slightly more. It's across the company. However, they would, on average, sponsor 4 to 5 new frontline advisors in that time period. So it means somewhere in the ratio of 1 out of every 3 or 1 out of every 4 people that they sponsored into Advocare became an advisor. Now, I know that was definitely not the case for me and Beth back then. I know that's still not quite the case for us now. We've moved closer towards that as time has gone on. But what that really showed me was they had a completely different conviction in what Advocare was, a completely different vision of what Advocare was, and they were bringing a completely different message to the table. See, this business, again, I'm willing to bet that most of you would like to, at a minimum, have a Ruby paycheck. A Ruby paycheck pays, on average, $7,000 a month part-time residual income. That's a pretty significant income for most people. And so, to get to a Ruby paycheck, all we need are 3 people that we have frontline sponsored who want to earn more than $1,000 a month, that we actually work with them and help them get there to where they want to be in the business. So here's one thing for you to think about and look through your downline right now. How many frontline distributors have you personally sponsored since your last advisor? Again, it's not ratios are on the average and everything, and so if you sponsor 6 or 7 people since you've sponsored an advisor, I mean that happens, of course. That's probably about the streak Beth and I are on at the moment. But if you look through your downline report and you've sponsored 15, 20, 25 new frontline distributors in the past however many months that is, and none of them have gone to advisor, I am willing to bet that the message you are bringing to the marketplace is great products, which we do have, and get a discount, which is a great place that a lot of people find themselves. What you are probably not doing is bringing a message to the marketplace of financial freedom. See, if you view distributorships as a way to get a 20% discount on the products, well, then that's what you're going to get, is a whole lot of people getting 20% discounts on the products. If you view a distributorship as a way that someone can start their own business for $79, become an advisor, and begin building financial freedom for their families, you're going to find more advisors. And here's the thing about how life works. We have the uncanny ability to find exactly what it is that we are looking for. So what happens sometimes is, maybe you're used to sponsoring 2, 3, 4 distributors every single pay period all the time. And you hear somebody share with you, one of your leaders, that you need to start leading with the business and bringing a message of financial freedom to the table. And so maybe you try that for 1 or 2 pay periods, and you notice that your frontline recruiting goes down, you don't get the advisors right away, and you revert back to what you were doing previously. Now, it is very possible that if you are sponsoring 2, 3, 4 distributors every period, and you start looking for advisors and bring that message of financial freedom, that you may only sponsor, say, 1 distributor pay period. That's okay, guys. Honestly, I don't know if I could handle sponsoring, 8 or 10 people frontline every month. That's a lot of people to handle. I can personally only handle, a couple, 2, 3, 4 distributors every month frontline. That's all I'm ever looking for, is a couple new people I'm bringing through the process. But what that allows me to do is, 1, work with people and find the right people through that process, so I'm not spread too thin. But also, 2, it allows me to focus more on helping people advance to that advisor level, painting that vision for them, camping out with them. And so that's one thing I'd really encourage you to look at there with the numbers. And maybe you're really good at getting some advisors. Like I'm looking right now, I'm thinking of a champion on our team, James Rudder. James Rudder has added a new frontline advisor every period for 3 straight periods. And, guy's a Ruby leader. He's been here for a year now. But he's got a very clear vision. In fact, I know this for a fact. James is getting more advisors now because his vision has gotten bigger. So this is what we want to share with people. Again, it's not that we don't talk about the products. We love our products. Our products are what make everything possible here in Advocare. I got life-changing results. My wife got life-changing results. And we've helped thousands of people around the country get life-changing results. But what I am most passionate about is financial freedom. What I am most passionate about is getting people debt-free. What I'm most passionate about is getting kids out of daycare and bringing parents home and uniting families and giving them back time. That's what I am most passionate about. So what my message is when I'm talking to people is, what if I could show you how to earn $3,000 to $5,000 a month part-time income so that you didn't have to go to your job every day and get completely debt-free? What if I could show you how to replace your income so that you get your kids out of daycare and you could be the primary influence in their lives? What if I could show you a way to earn an extra $2,000 a month so you didn't have to work off-duty cop work? What if I could show you a way so that you could pay cash for your kids' college tuition instead of taking out parent loans? What if I could show you a way that you could replace yours and your husband's income in the next 2 to 3 years so that you can both retire an early retirement and enjoy life together? See, that's a message that we're bringing to the table. And what I'm finding is many people out there are receptive to it. So that is something that we've developed as time has gone on. Our vision and our message has gotten much stronger and more clear. I just want to encourage you to really evaluate. Go back to those 4 questions I asked you. What is your vision and your purpose for Advocare? Why are you building your Advocare business? If you've got that clearly identified, how much money a month, by when, what you're going to do with it, and why, that is all you need to tell people. If you start telling everybody you know, I found a way to make $1,500 a month by January of this year so that we can replace my income and get my kids out of daycare. If you can bring that message to the table, you better believe you're going to find some people who are attracted to that. And remember, for a Ruby paycheck, 80 grand a year part-time, you're only looking for 3 people who want to go your way. So don't get hung up on 10 or 15 or 20 people who don't want to go your way. If you will get laser focused on what it is that you do want, you will be amazed at how fast your business can move. You guys are champions. Have a great day.